Hey out there, I'm Rob Math with Marshall, and I'm jamming through the DSL100. This is a 100-watt all-tube head. It's part of our JCM 2000 series. It's DSL, which stands for two channels. DSL100 takes Marshall back to the original voicings of, say, a Plexi or JCM 800, which were known for having an over-the-top, louder-than-life crunch and roar to them. So with the DSL100, you're getting the over-the-top crunch of, say, a Plexi and a JCM 800 with the more flexibility and more of the more gain, which is needed for today's styles of music. So you're going to get a lot more gain than a JCM 800, but we're having that over-the-top crunch that is so familiar with the older Marshalls, the Plexis, and the JCM 800s. It's a very versatile amp. It gives you two channels, and each channel has two modes. So you've got a clean channel here, and then on the clean channel you either have a clean mode or a crunch mode. On the ultra gain channel you have lead 1 and lead 2. This is an all-tube head. This is the 100-watt brother of the DSL50. There's also a 50-watt version. It's a very organic amplifier. It sounds amazing. It's very responsive to your playing, and I kind of like to think of this as the Harley, you know, of the line. Well, Marshall essentially is like the Harley Davidson of amplifiers, right? But plug in a guitar into a DSL100, you can't go wrong. It's just pure Marshall over-the-top rock and roll crunch, killer high gain, killer rhythm and lead sounds. One of the things that we did on the clean channel is the engineers really worked to make this clean channel a lot more versatile than some of our older clean channels. We've always had more of a raunchier, dirtier style clean. With this clean, what you're going to find is that you can get, you know, pristine, real clean guitar sounds. Great for lots of different styles, from funk to country to blues, or for just if you're, you know, playing a rock thing and you need a nice clean sound. It sounds great. So let's take a listen to this amp. Some other features before we plug in that I just want to talk about. You've got the tone shift over here. This is essentially a mid scoop. That'll scoop out your mids instantly. And then we've got the deep boost. This kicks in an extra low end boost and tightens up the low end. There's also a series effects loop on the back here, so you can run your own effects processors through here. And there's spring reverb, so you have separate reverb controls for each of the channels. There's also a series effects loop on the back, which allows you to set levels for the types of effects that you're using, whether you're using stomp box pedals or multi-effects processors. You can easily plug them in, which is very cool. So I'll just do a recap. This is the DSL100. It's a 100-watt all-tube head. It uses 4 12AX7s in the preamp, 4 EL34s in the power amp section. It's 100 watts, gives you two channels with two modes per channel. It's very versatile. The voicing of it goes back to the original Plexis and the JCM 800s, but it features tons of high gain and the amount of gain that you'd want that today's players demand for. So, but we can get all of the vintage tones out of this amplifier that you would expect from the original Plexis through the JCM 800s to now more of a modern high gain sound, to a great, very versatile clean channel over here as well. This is the ultra gain channel on lead 2. As you can hear, Overdrive 2 or Ultra Gain has a real creamy lead tone. It's just real dynamic. It just feels great when you play. Tons of sustain, cleans up great. To roll back your volume. Let's take a look at the lead 1 mode here, and let's bring the gain back a little, let you hear some different tones. Okay, if we bring the gain back, we can get more of your vintage style plexi sound. As we bring the gain up, we're going to get more into a JCM 800 land. Okay. And one thing to mention is I have the tone shift in. Let's take that out. The tone shift scoops the mid, so here's what the tone shift out. A lot more mid. Bring the gain up a little bit more here, and we're getting to more of a high gain, Hot Rod 800 type of a sound. Let's go to lead 2. It's going to give you a little bit more gain. Again, cleans up. Okay, so lead 1, lead 2. Notice how it cleans up perfectly just by rolling back my volume. You can get all sorts of tones out of just this one channel. You can get everything from a high gain lead, humbucker crunch sound to more of a Texas blues type of sound. Okay, but as I mentioned before, the clean channel is very versatile and it's very clean. So what you're going to find is that it's really sweet. It feels great to play. And let's take a listen. Here's the clean channel. It's great for your funk stuff. Notice how the cabinet gives you that real tight response, and with the mid scooped a little bit and the low end, I can get that real twangy kind of slap sound, even on my guitar. So it's great for that. Even if you're playing just country style riffs, you know, rockabilly, it gives you that great twang. more surf type of stuff. So you can really get some nice variations out here. You can also, you know, if you're doing your jazzy style thing, it's great. Bluesy or jazz type of thing. Very cool. And then on that clean channel, you can also get more of a vintage crunch. So it'll take you really into more of that older, that plexi style, organic, over the, you know, distortion sound, which is very cool because, you know, it's great for those AC/DC sounds or that Jimi Hendrix type of tone. So if we kick in the crunch mode and bring back the volume just a little bit. All right, well, thanks for joining me. I'm Rob Math with Marshall, and you got to check out a DSL100, plug into one to experience it for yourself. But again, it's part of the JCM 2000 line. It's a great sounding all-tube head, and I highly encourage you guys to all go in there and just jam through one. So I hope you've enjoyed listening. Take care. Thanks.